trailer of the movie Gulmohar first?
तुम सबसे एक दो बातें करनी है। मैंने एक छोटा सा मकान खरीदा है पौंडीचेरी में। अब मैं वहीं रहूंगी। उससे पूछे किसी ने दिया तो नहीं पैसा, ना मम्मी ने ना तुम्हारे सुपुत्र ने। क्या क्या ये वेट कर रहा हूँ, आधा प्रॉब्लम वेटिंग में ऐसे ही अपडेट तो उसमें भी प्रॉब्लम लेकिन छाड़ी नहीं मैं जानती हूँ इस बार की होली हम सब साथ मनाकर इस घर से निकलेंगे। पौंडीचेरी बताओ से लगता है कि घर में से कोई किसी को नहीं जानता। हमारा सिक्योर टायर होती है मुझे घर भेज दिया बेटा साहब ने तो साहब के बारे में पता है इसे बताना चाहिए आपको क्या की मेरे तो मानसियों का दर्द तो बंद कमरे भी बड़े पर इस एक घर में बचाने का भाव सबने अपने कमरों में खुद के घर बना इसलिए हिंदी नहीं बन जाती शुरू कर ये हमारा घर था जो हमने ईट पत्थरों से नहीं रिश्तों से बनाया था रिश्ते जो खून से नहीं दिल से बने थे। लड़कों के बचपन में ढाई साल के थे सारे फोटो थे ये तरीके से यकीन ही नहीं हो रहा हमारी आपके हाथ है सर बाबा
Giving a synopsis of the film, set in present-day New Delhi, Gulmohar tracks the final 4 days leading up to the festival of Holi of the Batra family as they pack their belongings to move out of their 34-year-old family home. The film serves as a love song to the times that we are living in today and creating for tomorrow, exploring the meaning of family and home, the only two things that have always mattered more so now than ever. Now, beginning with director Rahul, I want to ask you, how did you come to this idea of this movie? Like, how did you conceptualize this? What was your motivation?
The idea was really to explore the meaning of family and home in present times, but exploring it through three generations of characters. And can you hear me? Sorry. Uh, and because meanings change with time, meanings change as we age and as we progress in life. And that was the idea to explore the meaning of family and home, because I truly believe that they're the only two things that have ever mattered, and more so in present times than ever. That was the inception.
So, the title of the movie Gulmohar is very intriguing. I was talking to Shanti about it, like set in New Delhi. So, could you explain to us like why this title, what it means?
To begin with, it's a very poetic word.
Yes.
It reminds you of Gulzar Saab's songs, which was very intriguing and something that I love. But also, the film is so set in Delhi. Delhi is like a character of the film. And if you go in a particular season, it's beautiful when you drive down the roads of Delhi and you have these Gulmohar trees on either sides, which is very visually captivating. And Gulmohar as a flower is the one that blooms very quickly, but also falls very quickly. And because we were exploring the meaning of family through three generations, it kind of lent itself very beautifully.
And now we are asking Manoj Bajpayee sir. So, you like everyone's favorite and a North Star to the budding actors. So, what was your experience like in this movie?
Um, uh, Rahul Chital has managed to create uh, a family atmosphere for a family film, which off the camera also. So then it was it like we were playing father, son, daughter, mother in front of the camera. But after the shoot, we used to get together, uh, uh, like all family members. The family was extended. I mean, it was not something that the shoot is over now. Everybody can go into their separate rooms. No, I mean we were having lunch together. We were we were sitting together after the shoot, sharing ideas, sharing laughter, all of that. So that was uh, that was the atmosphere of the set, uh, and that has really helped us in it was like a workshop, and so it was a workshop in every sense, but still it was not a workshop, and it has helped all the young actors to stay in the role, to understand all the finer things about their characters, and where they belong. So I think it has really worked subconsciously for all the young actors.
So another question that I have for you is, today we have just turned into modern nomads. We are born and brought up somewhere, we get educated
Right.
somewhere else, we
Right.
settle somewhere else, and we keep working like from one place to another. That is different from the older generation who lived it for 20 or 30 years at one place. So what is home for you?
Okay, for me, the meaning of homes kept, the meaning of home kept on changing. I left my village at the age of 18. After that, I've only visited, in say 2 years, 3 years, uh, 4 years sometime. But for me, it was a nostalgia. It turned into nostalgia more than really living there and experiencing my own home, my parents' company. And Delhi became Delhi, and the rooms of Delhi, wherever I stayed, those rooms or those flatmates became my family, or the homes. And then after many years, I shifted to uh, Mumbai. So again, the same thing, but what happens when you are staying away from your parental home? You are on your own. Sometimes you just don't want to go back to your room. The belongingness, stop happening inside you,
Mm,
and you feel that emptiness. Sometimes you don't, you want work that desperately, so that you don't need to go back to the same room, and that room or that makeshift home doesn't give you happiness, because it actually makes you feel uh, um, uh, that makes you feel that you are miserable, so that you don't want to go through that. You don't want to go through that loneliness. The home, the real home, what it does, when you go back from a
mhm,
hard day's work,
mm,
of a long struggle on that day, that real home gives you that solace. It encourages you, it pats you, it caresses you. But that's the real home, where there are many members of the family, there are parents. But the homes that you make, where there are very few people, so you're depending on each other. You really, uh, you are left with only two members. Like today, I'm left with two members
mm,
of the family, like my wife and my child, and we don't have anybody else. And that's true with many of the citizens of this country, where the joint family used to be the norm of the day, and now it's nuclear family, and it becomes very difficult for the nuclear family members to deal with an extra member, if that member is visiting them for a long time. So the time has changed. As Rahul has said, the definition of homes have changed. Um, and we are living in the time of that uh, uh, changing times, where families are either nuclear, or even if it is nuclear, that is also on the verge of breaking.
mhm.
Okay, so yeah.
We also have with us Shanti Balachandran. Gulmohar is her debut Hindi film, and Apur Singh Karki, who is the director of Sirf Ek Banda Kafi Hai. I'll open the floor to the media persons to please ask their questions.
Suresh ji.
Vishwini Times, Suresh Sharma. मैं मनोज बाबू से एक सवाल करना चाहता हूँ। दो चीज़ें, एक तो इन्होंने अपने घर के बारे में जो इन्होंने एक इमोशनल बात कही, तो एक तो क्या मंडी हाउस में रेलवे क्वार्टर के में जहाँ आप रहते थे, क्या उसकी याद आपको किस तरह आती है और वो उस जीवन को आप कैसे देखते हैं? एक, दूसरा ये कि इस फ़िल्म का आपके लंबी यात्रा जो लीजेंड यात्रा रही है सिनेमा का, उसमें इस फ़िल्म का क्या महत्व है? तो पहले पर्सनल
जी,
उसके बाद
जब मैं मंडी हाउस के पीछे रेलवे क्वार्टर में एक कमरे में रहता था, तो वहाँ पर जो रूम वहाँ पे फैमिली मेंबर्स नहीं थे, वहाँ रूममेट्स थे। तो रूममेट्स परमानेंट एक ही होता था, बाकी रूममेट्स चेंज होते रहते थे। कभी-कभी रूम के मेंबर 3 लोग होते थे जो सोते थे और अगले दिन जब मैं सुबह उठता था तो पता चलता था कि 7 लोग सोए हुए हैं। तो जिसको कहीं जगह नहीं मिली वो भी आकर के हमारे कमरे में सो जाता था। अ, थिएटर करते हुए सबसे अच्छी बात ये थी कि सबके सब एक ही परिस्थिति से जूझ रहे हैं, पैसे की कमी और खाना कहाँ मिलेगा, इस सवाल से ही जूझ रहे हैं। बाकी पैशन इतना ज़्यादा था सीखने का थिएटर करते हुए, कॉमन गोल होता था, कॉमन एक एक प्ले के हिस्सा होते थे हम सब के सब, या हिस्सा भी नहीं भी होते थे तो कम से कम उनके साथ बैठ कर के रिहर्सल कर सकते थे, उनकी ओपिनियन लेते थे। अ, कई बार दोस्तों की वजह से आप अपनी भूख को भी भूल जाते हैं। दोस्तों की वजह से आप अपनी बहुत सारी परेशानियाँ भूल जाते हैं और जब आपका जुनून होता है कुछ सीखने का, उस समय भूख जल्दी याद नहीं आती है। ये मैंने महसूस किया था जब मैं थिएटर करता था। अब दूसरा सवाल आपका इस फ़िल्म को लेकर के था। इस फ़िल्म को मैं सच में कहूँ बहुत कम ऐसा होता है कि फ़िल्म की शूटिंग खत्म होती है तो मुझे अ, उसके मेंबर्स जो हैं सारे के सारे बहुत ज़्यादा याद आए। मैं जल्द क्योंकि मैं दूसरे काम पे चला जाता हूँ। लेकिन गुलमोहर में ऐसा कुछ हुआ कि सारे मेंबर्स रिलीज़ के कई महीनों तक हम मिलते रहे। हम कभी भी ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि हम किसी हफ्ते में हम लोग नहीं मिले बिकॉज़ हम एक-दूसरे को इतना ज़्यादा मिस करने लगे थे क्योंकि हम फैमिली मेंबर्स के तरह के तरीके से ही रह रहे थे, जब हम इसकी शूटिंग कर रहे थे। और उसके शूटिंग के पहले से हमने मिलना शुरू किया और शूटिंग के बाद भी उसके रिलीज़ के बाद तक हम लोग मिलते रहे। तो विद फैमिली का मतलब होता है कि जहाँ एक-दूसरे पे निर्भर होना आप शुरू हो जाते हैं। आपको पता है कि जो चीज़ की कमी आपको महसूस हो रही है, चाहे वो भावनात्मक स्तर पे हो, चाहे वो भौतिक स्तर पे हो, किसी न किसी तरीके से भरपाई कोई दूसरा मेंबर आपका कर सकता है, जो जिसकी कमी आपको महसूस हो रही है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन।
माय क्वेश्चन टू मनोज जी।
जी,
आपने एक बहुत ही एक विचित्र और एक बड़ी स्पेशल बात की है, हाईली आइडियोलॉजिकल थिंग एंड विच इज वेरी वेरी रेयर. You have been doing acting, shooting, not for the first time, probably number of years,
यस,
but you have never experienced this kind of feeling
राइट,
which you shared with Rahul.
राइट,
So there must be something very very special in this film. See
राइट,
what kind of a which developed due to develops this kind of a bond where you are having a feeling of a family and which you are not even forgotten till date.
राइट,
You say you have been meeting even after the shooting, and so
राइट.
there is must be something very very
So
special in
what
this film.
no,
So
what
what was that?
yeah, so the special thing was, uh, you are asking a very right question, a valid question. The leader of the pack, who is the director, okay? The leader of the pack, he creates the atmosphere on the set. Here we were depicting a family members and their interpersonal relationship that could not be achieved without that atmosphere that Rahul has eventually created. So once you create that atmosphere, once you make your actors live in that, so here you're talking about family. You're not talking about a film shoot. I've done a film with Apurva, सिर्फ एक बंदा काफी है. But there it was one person's journey, one advocate's journey. But here is the journey of many, all the family members together. And then you start depending on each other for your little needs. And that happens to you subconsciously. That is why I said that the family that was created uh, off the set, it could not go away easily. Okay, it took months before everybody got busy in their own world. It took months.
So this is the Krishma
Of the director.
Rahul ji, who could create that kind of an atmosphere.
Yeah.
It kept,
Look at
it
him.
kept
Doesn't he give positive
No,
vibe?
no, he's being very.
which kept everybody together.
Yeah.
It's something very, very rare
Yeah.
and highly commendable. Of
Yes,
course.
yes.
Very thank you, but it's also really actors like him who get all of us. I must say, Apurva and I met Apurva because he was shooting Banda 2 months after Gulmohar. And कल इतनी अच्छी चीज हुई कि yesterday Gulmohar was screening at 5 o'clock and Banda was screening at 8 o'clock. And the crew of Gulmohar was present and the crew of Banda was present. And after the screening of Gulmohar, we had to go for a Q&A. The entire Banda crew came कि हाँ Gulmohar की Q&A है, हमारी फिल्म में चलो. And after Gulmohar was Banda's introduction. And the entire crew, including Shanti and all, we are going for Banda's screening, right? Because that's our film also. So this type of mahal, which actors like him really, first of all, introduce to young filmmakers like us, jahan par there's no ego, and we are only growing together. And that is a very fascinating and special thing.
By the way, which is your story? Number wise.
This is my first film as a director. As a director, is my first film. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Both are first films.
So Apurva has done a couple of shows like Aspirant Part One. He has directed, and two now he's directed. But Banda is his first film, so it's like with the both of them.
They are two directors.
Apur,
Where is Ram
I
Lakhan?
have a question for you to please kindly talk about your movie एक सिर्फ एक बंदा काफी है, like what is the storyline about and how did you come about it?
So, बंदा ऑलरेडी विनोद भानुशाली जी प्रोड्यूसर हैं, उनके पास थी स्टोरी थी उनके पास एंड जब उन्होंने सुनाई तो और मनोज सर हैड सीन माय वेब शो सो ही आस्क्ड सुपन की यार बात करते हैं पूर से ही लाइक्स माय वेब शो एंड फिर मनोज सर एंड सुपन गॉट मी ऑन बोर्ड फॉर द फिल्म बट द थिंग अबाउट बंदा वाज दैट कि इतना रेलेवेंट इशू है ना हमारी सोसाइटी का ये so I had to say yes for two reasons. One, because it's a Manoj Bajpayee film, and secondly, because it's such an important issue. Because the film deals with minor safety, and it is a concern for us. Uh, हमारी फिल्म में it was shown अनफॉर्चुनेटली एक गॉडमैन की कहानी है बट इवेंचुअली ऐसे कई समाज में किस्से हैं जहां गॉडमैन होते भी नहीं है बट स्टिल देयर आर केसेस वेयर माइनर सेफ्टी इज एट रिस्क सो ये हमें कहानी कहनी थी और इस तरीके से कहनी थी कि हम अपना मैसेज क्लियरली डिलीवर कर पाए सो दैट इज वेयर बंदा एग्जैक्टली हैपेंड एक बंदा जो खड़ा होता है वो लॉयर का जो किरदार मनोज सर ने प्ले किया है वो अकेला आदमी था जो पूरे सिस्टम से लड़ रहा था पावरफुल लॉयर्स से लड़ रहा था उस एक बच्ची के लिए जिसने हिम्मत करी कि द रियल फाइटर वाज दैट चाइल्ड द रियल फर्स्ट बंदा ऑफ द एंटायर जर्नी वाज दैट चाइल्ड जिसने आवाज उठाई कि मेरे साथ गलत हुआ है एंड देन द सेकंड बंदा वाज दिस कैरेक्टर लॉयर सो दैट इज हाउ द फिल्म टेक्स प्लेस
Shanti, I want to ask your transition from Malayalam cinema to Hindi. How has it been? And what was your experience working with veterans like Manoj ji and Sharmila Tagore ji?
I mean, for me, it was a dream project to debut with. Like you rightly said, I got to work with some exceptional actors who are legends and also with some really talented youngsters. So, like it has already been said, we had a wonderful on-set atmosphere. I got to share time with, Manoj sir, Sharmila ji, Amol Palekar sir, Simran, all of these people who I've grown up watching and admiring, and it was definitely like a plum project that kind of fell into my lap, so I was very grateful. Of course, Malayalam cinema is also doing really well, and I'm very happy to have been part of that industry as well. but like you asking me about the difference, I believe. I think Malayalam cinema tends to be a little bit more informal in its structure, because there are individual producers who finance films, and that's how work usually happens. Whereas with Hindi films, there's a more of a corporate formal structure. But then again, with the Gulmohar experience, it was so warm. We did not feel that kind of a corporate environment actually. So I think it was a good project for me to be introduced with. Yeah.
Any more questions?
Congratulations for both the team, entire team of both the film. And it is a beautiful journey, the Gulmohar. Amazing journey of the family, each and every member of the family. Manojji, you have done theater. Manojji is an actor, theater actor, film actor, and web series actor. What is the best of yours? What do you feel about the web series and the film?
Uh, uh, I always wanted to be part of film world when I was growing up in my village in Bihar. I always wanted to. I wanted to see myself on the big screen. That's how the journey started. But when I started doing theater, I got so engrossed that I didn't want to leave Delhi. I didn't want to leave theater. I forgot about my dreams to become a film actor. I fell so much in love with the theater and that medium. Though I was living in penury completely, with no money, always in rented place, rented rooms, but that never bothered me. I was so engrossed into doing theater, learning the skill and the craft of theater and acting, that I wanted that life to go on. Yes, I was a fool. I was a fool who thought that everything will be just rosy, and I will always be that young. And then Shekhar Kapoor happened to me, and I was cast in Bandit Queen. One day, uh, Shekhar Kapoor wanted us to tell him what we going to do now after the film is over, and we, all of us together said we are going to go back to theater. And he laughed at us, and he warned us that there will be no life after a couple of years. You will have no money in your pocket uh, to go to a nice hospital when you fall sick. You'll have no money when you get married to keep the home running. And we got so scared when he started showing us the picture of the future, that we had to take the next train to Bombay. Okay. And Mumbai has not uh, treated us well in the beginning. It really tests you. It tries you, tests you, breaks you. And this is exactly what has happened. But I must tell you, more than film actor, I'm a theater actor. I'm always thinking of going back to theater. I failed doing that, uh, but I consider myself a theater actor more than a cinema actor, because I fell in love with that medium so much that is still, my mind is, it always stands in the front row, in the compartment of my brain. uh, Cinema, I feel that is a director's medium. I find it very difficult to take the credit for my performance for anything when I'm part of a film, because I know somewhere deep down that it is led by the vision of the director, and everyone is working for that vision. But in theater, I can proudly say that it's an actor's medium, and actors are tested, tried very hard. To be a theater actor, you really have to work very hard to really, so that you can proudly say that you are an actor. Before that, theater as a medium challenges you, it questions you, and it forces you to learn this skill.
आज के lead actor मनोज वाजपेयी जी से theater करना चाहें
मैं कई साल से करना चाहता हूँ सर। ये सिनेमा के जो कमिटमेंट है छूटते ही नहीं है। फिर मुझे लगता है कि मौका मिल रहा है, मौका चला जाएगा अगर मैं छोड़ के थोड़ा भी बाहर गया तो। क्योंकि अभी भी मैं दिमाग में तो स्ट्रगलर ही हूँ मैं अभी भी। हमेशा लगता है कि काम चला जाएगा हाथ से।
We have
थैंक
one more question, please.
थैंक यू।
हाय मनोज जी।
हाय।
हाय, रितेश फ्रॉम इंडिया टुडे। मनोज जी, जब घर की बात आती है तो प्रोफेशनल लेवल पे आपने नॉर्थ से लेके साउथ तक जर्नी में फिल्म जर्नी में काम किया है, तो कौन सा घर आपको अच्छा लगता है, नॉर्थ, मुंबई और साउथ इंडिया का?
You know, let me be politically right here because I'm getting all my opportunities in Mumbai.
But
I know, but and that's more than anything. It's as you said, karma bhumi. I don't know what you call it in your language. Karma bhumi is your what you call. Well, how can you translate it in English? So one is mother's place, one is your workplace. Yeah, but South India is a place I wish I was born there. Because of your culture, because of the food, and sometimes I feel bad that I don't know even one South Indian language, and this is something so that I could be part of Malayalam industry, such amazing films that they have been making, so that I could be part of Tamil industry, such great plethora of for films that or different kind of films that they have been making for so many years. So yeah, you feel bad, but I have been part of few Telugu films and Tamil films, and I had the opportunity to go into the interiors of Andhra, interiors of Tamil Nadu, uh, and it is so beautiful. It is. I feel like revisiting that place again and again.
Thank
Sir,
you.
uh,
That was the last question. Thank you all for your wonderful questions, and it was lovely hosting all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm very sorry, but I have a flight.